Hello, this is Keith. I'm with eveningshadowstarot.com. If you'd like to visit my website, go below this video and there's a key to it. Just click on that one, it'll take you there. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. We've put out 3 manifestation videos. One was for $100. One I just finished is for $200. The first one that I did was for $500. This is a new board that my guides, I have guides on the other side, and they help me. The thing is they help me about 3 o'clock in the morning. I wake up and I visit with them and ask them what I should do. They suggested that I design a board, this manifestation, that you can manifest money. Well, that's what I'm doing. I've got one done for money with this new board. The magician is the one that can manifest things for you. And you know, manifesting is not necessarily just for money. If you're wanting something else, I want you to picture it. And I'm going to use something on this that to teach you. This one you may have to work a little bit harder on to get the manifestation, but it is manifesting for a newer car. Manifesting for a newer car. Or maybe you don't have a car. Maybe your car's broken down and you need to manifest for one that runs. And we're not going to overdo it. The one thing about manifestation, the magician can manifest anything for you, but you need to picture what it is. And I want you to picture the car you want. Let's not go outlandish. Let's not do a $250,000 car. Let's not go even, if you want a new car, that would be okay to work at. But if your budget doesn't allow for that type of payment, don't get that. What we're going to do is to arrange for you to get something you can afford. So what we're going to do is start out, and I shuffle the cards, and what I do is double shuffle them. I go down a little ways, and let's see what our cards teach us on this manifestation. The first card is turn your back on your emotions. These are the cups, and the cups bring our emotions. They have to do with water. They do bring emotion. And this man is turning his back on emotion. He's on to think about this, that he can get this newer car, something that he really needs. We're not doing this just to be frivolous. We're going to do something to try to get something that we really need. Perhaps you need it to drive to work. The next card is Page of Swords, and he's looking around. This cuts through to the truth. We don't want to be greedy. We don't want to try to outdo someone else. What we're trying to do is get something that we truly need, and hopefully that will help us bring in an income for the rough times that are coming. This is a person that these people here, they're in a church, and here this is 3 of coins. And I want you to picture this car that you want. I want you to try to find a picture of the one you want. Try not to overdo it. Try to be mature about this. One that you really can use and you really need and that you like. Okay? This is a business deal. And maybe you're going to use this car in a business, like going to work in the business. The next card is emotion again. And this man is being offered a deal. He's being offered something. And it says, do not, this card tells you, when you're made an offer, consider it. And it has to do with the cups again. There are 4 cups, there are 3 cups here, and then there's this one. He's being offered something. So you're going to be offered something, a deal or something that maybe helps you get a car. The next one is don't overburden yourself. In other words, this is an arrangement of getting the car. It necessarily is not giving you enough money to completely buy a brand new car. That would be some manifestation, wouldn't it? Although that can happen, I suggest that you figure out one that you can afford, that maybe fits your budget. Don't overburden yourself, is what this says. If you should make a deal on a car, don't overdo it. Try to do something that is logical, fits your budget. The next one has to do with, again, goodness, this is definitely having to do with emotions. Don't get carried away. It's easy to do that, and I'll tell you, I was wanting a used RV, and first ones I looked at were huge. Now these are used, and they were huge, and I got to thinking, well, the whole idea is at my age, I'm a senior citizen, to get one that would use very little on utilities and save on the utilities. That's what's cost me the most. Food is next, but utilities. And so we're going to go down a little bit. This one is emotion. It says don't rush in, don't overdo it, don't picture this. If you get real greedy, I must tell you the manifestation doesn't work. Or it hasn't for me. It's something I really needed. This is again dealing with the cup. And it has to do with love up here. You have to, and winning. And it's a one. Again, a new beginning. So that's interesting. And the dove means love. So be reasonable. Picture this car. Picture yourself driving it. If you don't need a car, well, that don't manifest for a car. You might need to want manifest for something else. But I'm designing this to be manifested for a car. This one is the Queen of Cups. Again, emotion. So don't let that get you. It's warning against that. The next one is crying over spilled milk. Let's say that you can't get exactly the one you want because it costs too much. And I understand cars are hard to find right now. That they're sold out of new ones, and you might have to buy a used one, which there's nothing wrong with that. I usually buy used vehicles. At the present time, I don't have a car because I had a stroke and it took my eyesight in one eye, and so I can't drive safely. I told the doctor that I had given up on driving, and he said, I'm so proud of you. He said, so many people won't. And I said, well, I was afraid I would hurt someone, but this is for someone else. And I have manifested cars for myself before when I could drive. This is mainly for you if something that you really need or the family needs. This has to do with winning and the battle. And you notice that the man has battled two different people that he has their swords. So, talk it over. Figure out what you need if you're a part of a family, husband and wife. Don't overdo it on this. The next one is has to deal with the swords, and this is the Eight of Swords. And I want you to notice that the woman here is blindfolded, and she's tied up, and she has these swords around her. What this is telling you is don't overdo it on this. You may get the money for the entire amount of money for the car, or the car may come to you. That you're manifesting it. You may have to pay for part of it. We never know. But don't put yourself in a bind because this person is afraid to move. She's afraid to move around. The next one, let's put some cards over here, get a good shuffle on this. Again, it's the Cups, and it says, good to have a good sense of humor. Picture this car. Picture yourself driving it. Shut your eyes and sit in your chair and picture driving it and the smell of that car, how pretty it is, and picture yourself washing the car and that it's yours. This has to do with humor, and this is the Page of Cups, and you notice he's looking in at the cup, and it has fish in it. Well, if I were drinking out of it, I wouldn't find that very funny. But he finds this funny. He's laughing about that fish being there. The next one is, let me get it over here closer. I can't see what it is. Oh, justice. In other words, don't cheat on this. Pick something that is practical, something you like, something that will give you good service. That is the main thing with a car. I used to think, I don't care, when I was a teenager, I don't care what the car looks like, how it feels, I mean. It can have an uncomfortable seat. It can be a little bit too low to the ground. I don't care. As long as it looks good going down the road. Well, that's the wrong thing to look for, but that shows my immaturity when I was a teenager. The next card, oh gosh, this is good. We got the magician. That means he's blessing this reading. And it was in this pile. I had no idea where it was. And I wasn't thinking about it because we have him right here. But he's blessing this reading, folks. So he's telling you to be practical. Think about it. Dream about it. Picture yourself driving the car. Don't overburden yourself. If it's one that you're going to get the down payment and work and they're going to okay your credit. If you're trying to get one manifested at no payments, in other words, all paid for, well, picture that. Don't go overboard. Don't picture some race car. Get a car that I want you to manifest a car that will give you service, that will help your family. Hard times are coming, folks, and I hate to say that. I thought in 2008 it was difficult. We had rough times, but we came through that, and we'll make it through this too. But you've got to be practical, and if you're going to do the manifestation for a car, a newer car, think practicality, something you would enjoy driving, but that you can rely on, one that if you're picturing paying for part of it, or if you're trying to manifest the whole amount of money, and there's no reason that you shouldn't think of the whole amount of money, but to manifest it. Or the car may come to you in an unusual way. Someone might leave you a car. Someone may know that you need, some family member may know that you're needing a car, that you're having a rough time in your family, and they may loan you a car or give you a car. We just don't know. Picture whatever you're wanting and come up with it. Do not go into a lot of debt, folks. I will tell you that. Be sure that it's something you can jump over in a short period of time. But picture that it's something that you will have paid for in a short period of time, or picture that it is paid for. I hope this will help you. We're going to do some more with this board. This is the second one I've done with this board. As I said, I did one while ago with manifesting $200, and I'm hoping this board will do the trick. And I'm featuring the magician. And as you see, in that whole deck, and there are 74 cards. Of course, I had used some of them, but one of them happened to be this one. That's a very good sign. And I want you to think about that, and think that if you need it, it's not something that you just want to get because you want a different color or something. It's something that you're needing if you're manifesting a car. I hope you will like this, and I hope you will subscribe and hit that little bell. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And if you have good luck with this, would you give me a reply? You may have to work on this and watch this this particular video several times. You may have to watch it 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times a day. And but keep picturing driving that car. Picture the one you want. If you can find one in a magazine or a picture of the one you're wanting, tear it out and hold on to it. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck on manifesting a car. Thank you.